acquired by Carolina in a trade for Andrea Koop. Annalie Waters will kick off first serve to Brooke Buckner. A crashing Annalie Waters to start and a roar to match New Jersey with the first point of the game. Each player was drafted in April. 2 guys, 2 gals were selected to each roster. It was an auction-style draft this year, to Yates's point. Buckner, so each team had their choice of how to strategize. Of course, New Jersey went all in at the number 2 overall pick in Annalie Waters. Mari Humberg will take a break off the tape. There's Jessie Irvin. She's been around the game for quite a while. Mari Humberg, former tennis player at the University of Louisville, based in Louisville, Kentucky right now, serving to Jessie Irvin. It's pride for Irvin, and this Carolina Pickleball Club will require a solid performance out of Jessie Irvin. The women's doubles team with Brooke Buckner got the first regulation win as well earlier today. The deflection off the paddle of Annalie Waters. Hopefully Mari Humberg's okay. I think she might be taking a quick break here to Derry Waters, mother of Annalie Waters, great player in her own right, and one of the best minds in the game.
Side out, point 5.
Hot start for New Jersey so far. Annalie Waters playing the right with Mari Humberg. It's been an area of speculation for many. And there's a legendary backhand flick of Mari Humberg. All it took was assist on the wrist, an injury from tennis, to be able to hit that shot because of the grip repositioning.
6-1.
Yeah, we're going to be seeing a lot of that shot today.
Side out,
for Waters.
point 2.
This team goes as Annalie Waters goes. The New Jersey Fives took home a title a couple of weeks ago in Grand Rapids, Michigan. Annalie Waters was only missing one thing from her trophy cabinet. It was an MLP title. She got it in West Michigan.
Side out, point 7.
There's not a lot of things that
7-2
is not won.
And she can go multiple ways with it too. First down the line, then through the middle.
Yeah, that backhand is absolutely lethal. She really drops that paddle head, gets under the ball. It's able to lift the ball over that net. It's a very small margin, but that is her shot.
Side out, point 3.
And also, in Major League Pickleball, you don't switch sides with your partner. You commit to either the left or the right, and you can switch it through the match, but it has to be on a timeout. Annalie Waters eats that up and gives a little finger wag down the line to Jessie Irvin. Some sass from the 17-year-old generational talent, Annalie Waters.
9-3.
It's the Annalie Waters show. She is unbelievable. Could have went pro in soccer at age 12, decided pickleball was her thing, and here she is shining on the national stage.
10-3.
I think it was the right decision.
Yeah.
Side out, point 4.
The break. Brooke Buckner is the mother of 3. She travels with her newborn baby, Margot, on the road. She is, I believe,
4-10.
sleeping for the night, Margot. She is here.
Point.
Very patient points for Jessie Irvin and a high five from Dave Fleming. Friend here in the booth and one of the winningest general managers in Major League Pickleball history. He's won several titles back when Seattle.
Side out, point,
The
11.
location of this team.
The ball really
11,
skidding
5.
through on these courts. The slice is very effective when the ball doesn't bounce up.
Point.
Speaking of slice, Mari Humberg has one of the best slices in the game.
Yeah, you don't see it a lot from the girls. A lot of them are using their two hands,
12-5.
rolling the ball over the top with topspin. But Mari likes to cut the ball and really slice it with a lot of spin.
Side out, point, 6.
I'd say Mari is a bit unorthodox compared to most other girls. She
6-12.
has that backhand flick that you really only see kind of on the guy's side.
Oh, great dig out by Buckner. It's wide though. Mari Humberg with very minimal margins hits the 18 or around the post. Have another look at this one. At the end change, New Jersey on top 13-6. We will flip ends and take a quick 0.09. Even a 1/10 of a point in DUPR is very significant. For comparison, Brooke Buckner and Jessie Irvin combined for 11.58. And Brooke Buckner, wow, what a year she has had. She won
15
gold on the
seconds.
PPA side in singles this season.
Their
Again,
line of
balancing
correct position,
the most important
5
role on the
correct
planet
position.
as a mother of 3 and
Chime
travels with her
in.
newborn, does it all. She's literally
13-6.
breastfeeding in between matches. It's unbelievable. She can pull the trigger from just about anywhere, especially on that backhand side, Yates.
Yeah, that's one of her strengths, I think. She doesn't usually hit it for a winner. She's kind of hitting it for a setup, and it usually is pretty effective.
Side out, point, 7.
Carolina sure has their work cut out for them there. That's a great setup ball by Jessie.
7-14.
Veterans of the game, originally from North Carolina.
Side out, point, 15. 15-7.
Just back
Side
on the
out.
lob choice of
Point.
Mari Humberg.
8. 8-15. Side out, point.
There's that backhand
15.
again from Mari Humberg. She doesn't only have the flick, but she also has that counter. She's pretty lethal from
16-8.
both sides.
Oh,
Another one.
great dig out by Buckner. She tried to get it to the corner, just fell short. And a couple of ATPs buried by Mari Humberg.
Mari Humberg really just slicing that ball. It's really hard to get up.
That
17-8.
soccer background pays off for Annalie Waters. She can cover every inch of the court with her legs. Speed.
Side out, point, 9.
you watch Anna Lee, her base is amazing. Her center of gravity, she's always on the ball. It's like she always knows where it's going.
Point.
Deep on the return of Mari Humberg. 7-point hole to climb out of for Carolina.
10-17.
The good news for them is they have Ben Johns waiting in the wings in men's doubles.
Point.
Not bad to have someone like Ben Johns on your side. Kind of might take the pressure off a little bit.
Eleven, 17. Side out. Point. 18.
One step forward, one step back for Carolina. There is the man of the hour, Ben Johns.
18-11.
It's been publicly shared he has an eye condition. He has a hard time seeing indoors. That is
Point.
would have been a factor here this weekend.
Supposedly from a childhood injury.
19-11. Point.
Carolina's got to be careful
20,
here with
11.
the momentum.
Side out. Point.
Maybe a bad
12.
idea from Carolina. Maybe take a timeout here if
12, 20.
this one doesn't go their way.
Point.
Instead, they'll take another point. Big serve from Brooke Buckner, one of the best ball strikers in the game.
13-20.
It's one of the reasons she's so dominant in women's singles. She's worked her way up the list. Just back on the counter for Carolina, New Jersey. They'll take a 21-13 lead.
Great flick there by Jessie Irvin.
21-13.
Good defense by Mari.
How about that from a low position? Held it, flicked it through the middle. New Jersey, an unstoppable force in game number 1.
22-13. Point.
There's that deadly flick again. Man, she just really drops that paddle under the ball. There's not a lot you can do. She really leans in.
23-13.
Going right at Jessie Irvin's body.
Another low flick from the backhand roll of Mari Humberg, and just like that, game point for Annalie Waters and the New Jersey Fives.
24-14.
Commitment of this fan base is something else here in Utah. Great ball
Side
from
out.
Jessie Irvin to
Point.
the feet of Mari
15
Humberg,
or
and
14.
you have to win on your serve. So New Jersey will have to earn it
14,
back to
24.
close it out.
Side out.
What can you even do about that? I mean, obviously, too high of a ball on Annalie Waters, but the angles and the pace at which she hits is unbelievable.
24,
Game point number
14.
2. That cord will assist Brooke Buckner.
Side
She'll
out.
take it.
Point. 15.
Brooke Buckner has climbed the ranks, top 6 in the world in singles.
15-24.
Puts her final touch on that play. What a performance. Game point number 3.
Unreal power from her. She just
24-15.
like all around the court. Great finish there.
Jesse Irvin
Side out.
says, I want to play
Point,
too.
16.
Carolina continues to accumulate points while New Jersey waits to try and close it out on this 24.
16-24. Replay.
It was a let serve, so we'll replay it.
Yeah. 16-24.
Great hands there by Brooke Buckner. Inching their way back. This format of scoring, you're never down and out. You always have a chance.
That's a very patient and disciplined point from Jesse Irvin, targeting Mari Humberg on the
18-24.
Just like that, to your point, rally scoring, anything can happen, and is responsible.
18-24.
But on a bit of a run here for Carolina.
Side out.
Tough one to miss for Jesse Irvin. She knows it, and New Jersey will take back another game point. Here's the fan base of the New Jersey Fives.
24-18.
It's out. Brooke Buckner took a stab at it. She's happy that she got the bounce that she did. We've all been there before.
She's laughing that one off.
Totally missed it on purpose, right? Take the point anyways.
19-24.
And Jersey cannot figure out a way to close it out.
Side out.
Hi, Jesse Irvin letting them off the hook.
Yeah, it's not easy once you get to 24. You kind of have a couple chances because if it goes back to your opponents, the pressure's on.
Wow, that was an unbelievable fadeaway third on the backhand side.
Game 2.
That was an auction draft style, as we mentioned.
0-0.
And Carolina went all in on Ben. That meant the 3 other picks were a little bit vulnerable, so to speak. That's a nice play by Colin Johns. So Colin was still available for the picking, and that was an easy selection for Dave Fleming and company.
1-0.
As the 47th overall pick.
Side out. Point. 1.
Because in the draft, if you went all in on a big pick, you had to wait your turn towards the end of the draft to fill out your roster, quite frankly. Nice play by Colin Johns.
Point 2.
Roll to the corner. New Jersey was with the same predicament because Annalie Waters going at the 2 slot. Well, you can get a little more creative down the way in the draft.
Point. Three, 1.
It's a big put away for Will Howells, the former University of Notre Dame tennis star.
That was a massive overhead. Ben read it, but it was just too good.
2, 3.
Until 3-time Major League Pickleball champion.
Point.
And added another one in Grand Rapids just a couple of weekends ago.
3,
so
3.
4 titles for Zane Navratil.
Side out. Point. 4. 4, 3.
Nice ball by Colin Johns. He's been on his game there on the right.
Yeah, Colin's usually a rock. He's not going to miss a lot. Usually he's not really that offensive.
5-3.
Or just focus on making every ball, but I think he's going to ramp it up a bit for this match.
Point.
This is only the third event of 8 regular season
6-3.
events, but it feels like the season is at risk for Carolina. They got to start making up some ground in the standings.
Yeah, you know, they're trying to get to that top 6 spot for the end of the year in November. And they got to start chipping away and start getting some points on the board for their team
4-6.
in the yearly standings.
Point.
That's a nice serve from Zane Navratil. Colin Johns didn't like the bounce on that one. Court's moving
5-6.
faster, as he pointed out yesterday, in this indoor environment in the altitude. Patient point for Carolina, but Will Howells got the better of him. Great anticipation.
6-6.
New Jersey takes the lead up by 1 against the greatest of all time.
7-6.
Threaded it a millimeter above the tape, did Will Howells. That's a big forehand.
Yeah, going back to what you were saying about the high altitude, it plays a big factor here. Ball's
8-6.
moving faster, coming kind of hotter off that paddle.
Oh,
Timeout.
St. Navratil's taken a couple of tags today. This one being a little bit more unconventional. Look out,
7-8.
friendly fire. Tagged again, and Zane Navratil, Ben Johns get the better of that one, and Zane Navratil hit a nasty Nelson today. And I think this is karma coming back to, if you don't know what a nasty Nelson is,
8-8.
it's when you tag somebody on the serve, the partner that's standing closest to the net on the other side.
Point.
Yeah, that was a testy match. I was commentating that one, and man, there was some colorful words being used that whole match.
9-8.
He actually lost that match to St. Louis earlier today. Carolina won their match this morning. Oh my. Call was wide.
Point.
Great defense by the Johns brothers. Those were some cannons. How did they get this back?
Just wide, but Colin and Ben are some of the best offense.
Yep, 10.
Not only just best offense, but best defense players. They're always making the ball back. You always feel like you can't put the ball away sometimes.
10-8.
They're absolute walls.
Just wide, and a big triple
Point
pull
nine.
from Will Howells instigating on Colin Johns, who felt like he was right there to take it. Chance to tie it here for New Jersey.
9-10.
Into the net goes
Point.
Ben Johns. Tie game it is.
Talking about the altitude again, it's a big advantage, I think.
10-10.
Be seeing a lot more drives than third shot drops here.
Oh, athletic Ernie from Will Howells.
Point.
Tags Colin Johns on his way out.
Wow, he really read that well. Zane was able to get the ball down,
11-10.
forced Ben to hit it up.
Clean
Will
takeoff too.
Will just read that perfectly.
Point.
kitchen is defined as the non-volley zone. You can't touch any part of your foot to the white line that divides the kitchen area or the sideline either. So that's an athletic play from Will Howells. Net goes Ben Johns and a 13-10 lead. 40 games to go, but Carolina, this is almost a must-win situation for them due to the vulnerabilities of their other teams. Nice play by Ben Johns there, though Brooke Buckner has definitely been a fruitful trade according to Dave Fleming too, especially in the mixed doubles category with Colin Johns.
Yeah, Brooke has really stepped up. I think she meshes well with this team. Her and Colin play pretty well together. Brooke has so much power from the baseline and her two-handed backhand.
14-11. Side out, point 12.
A little ambitious there for Will. That's that low bounce again with this high altitude and fast courts.
Side out, point 15. 15-12.
Wow, that was a big rip from Zane Navratil. Roped it across the net.
16-12. Side out,
cleans up.
point 13.
Makes it a 3-point game, but running out of time.
I think the Fives are doing a pretty good job here of initiating first. Really kind of speeding up, also driving very well, putting the pressure on Carolina. Some loose errors here for Carolina.
17-13.
A big play for Will Howells. He's been commanding himself quite well on the left.
18-13.
Navratil, so versatile, he can play the left and the right just as well.
Side out, point 14.
When it comes to mixed, you'll see Zane Navratil playing the right with Mari Humberg. That's an
14-18.
unusual circumstance.
Side out, point
The errors
19.
mounting for Carolina. Similar story to what we saw unfold last night.
19-14.
And the errors turn into frustration. And another Ernie for Will Howells, the youngster, making his Major League Pickleball debut this season and making it a show here in Salt Lake City.
20-14.
That's one way to defend the Ernie.
Those
Just
hands.
tag him.
Will Howells just all over every ball there. Going for another Ernie, but Colin Johns
Didn't even get a
him.
smile off him. Did that one with purpose.
You know, pickleball's a game of momentum. Kind of once you start getting a little bit of it, you gotta ride that wave. And on the opposite end, if it's going against you, you gotta stop it as soon as possible. Would not be a horrible idea for Carolina to take a timeout here, but looks like Ben says no way.
Yeah, Dave Fleming has said that's player driven, and the Johns brothers typically won't take a timeout. Rarely ever. Oh.
Wow.
That one was going to be an interesting finish. And
I'm calling a play in a net violation that your foot crossed the net before the ball did.
Oh, wow.
wow, Bob Swisson with the call there. The statement was that Ben John's foot crossed the plane before the ball did, and that is indeed a fault.
Point.
So
Sorry, point. 23.
Yeah, the ball has to bounce first.
23, 15.
You have to hit the ball out of the air, and then you can cross.
Side out. Point, 16.
Ben's a little frustrated by that.
yeah, the scoreline is so shocking. This is one that
16-23.
Carolina would typically feel like they have in the bag.
Side out.
Game point
24.
for the New Jersey Fives. A chance to go up 2 games to none on Carolina.
24-16.
And Johns denies that thought for now, but
Point, 17.
not a lot of time, though. New Jersey will have to win on their serve, and Mari and
17-24.
Annalise showed us how difficult that can be last game. And now Ben Johns
Point.
upticking his level at the moment.
You know, I think if the New Jersey Fives can squeeze this out, I think we will be seeing a Ben Johns versus
18-24.
Annalise situation in mixed.
Point.
Another point for Carolina. When do you start to press or call a timeout if you're New Jersey? In the 20 range?
Yeah, I would say one more.
Or now.
Or now.
Timeout,
St.
5.
Navratil said he is
19-24.
captain of this team. Teams can relate to how difficult it is to close out one of the
19-24.
best men's doubles teams in the world. Ben Johns back to serve now. Nice counter from
Side
Colin
out.
Johns. And another opportunity for a game point here for New Jersey.
24-19. Side out. Point,
Missed it.
20.
They'll have to wait to close it out. Meanwhile, Carolina continues to gather points.
20-24.
Oh,
Side out.
just barely out. Maybe looking to challenge that one is Ben and Colin. They let it go for now. Game point number 3
24-20.
for New Jersey.
Side out.
Johns brothers
Point,
get it
21.
back. It's getting closer. They just need 3 to tie it.
21-24. Point.
It's not easy to close out the Ben Johns, Ben or Colin.
24-22.
It's even harder in this kind of format.
22-24.
Will Howells smoked the lob of Colin Johns, who had to send that lob through the rafters here indoors.
It's a pretty good lob, barely missing the ceiling.
24-22.
It's a heavy swing, too, from Howells. Game point number 4 for New Jersey. And speed is electric in Salt Lake City, and Carolina is within 1.
Oh my goodness. The hand speed. Ben, I mean, they should not have won that. Will Howells on that last shot just pretty much
23-24.
hitting Ben Johns' paddle.
Chance to tie it here for Carolina. Inside out goes Will Howells, denying the chance to tie it. Game point, number 5 for New Jersey. Can they close it out with the crowd behind them here at the Pickler? All those 5s t-shirts. Oh my, what a get from Zane Navratil at the baseline. Ooh, that one is a tough loss for Carolina after mounting that kind of comeback. Wow.
Side out, point 1.
Zane Navratil had to hit the deck to get out of the way of that one.
Ben Johns has really been ramping up his serve this whole weekend.
1-1.
The altitude to his advantage. Really trying to get that serve deep.
Side out, point 2.
You can get that serve deep and get a weak return from the returner.
2-1.
That's the key. Sets up that third ball nicely.
That roll is something else from Mari Humber. We've seen that angle unfold so many times, especially in mix. It's not usual that you see the female playing the left side of the court in mixed doubles.
Side out.
Ben Johns answers right back, so let's get your take on it. Why might that be for Mari to be playing the left and Zane Navratil on the right?
3-2.
Up to this point.
Point.
I don't match up with the serve.
I think Mari really, that's on
4-2.
the left side. It's her best side. She's really able to use that backhand flick. On the flip side, you have Zane Navratil, who's rock solid, but he can also speed up from that right side. Usually the right side person is there to make a lot of balls instead of the left side player, but he's able to do both.
Point.
Kind of gives Mari a little bit of freedom to use her flick and use her offense.
6-2.
Oh, what a shot by Ben Johns.
It's interesting with how this matchup is. You have the guys in front of each other. So Ben Johns has the best flick in the world. He basically invented it. And sometimes the girl kind of gets torn apart if she's in front of Ben. So to have a guy in front of him is a little better.
Point.
Jesse has definitely got to be careful with Mari as well.
Yeah.
Mari has very, very good backhand flick, just like Ben.
8-2.
Jesse's got to be careful with that one.
Side out, point 3. Three-8.
He's been spicy this match, as always, in Major League Pickleball.
Yeah, he's usually pretty rock solid. He's all over the place. Not a lot you can do there.
Oh my, too easy of a finish for Ben Johns. Zane Navratil was all the way to the middle of the court.
Maybe a little ambitious there for Zane. He's trying to take the middle, but Ben really held that to the last second. Ben is very good in mixed because he takes a lot of court. Kind of the same thing in men's doubles with his brother, but he's not afraid to come all the way over the line, and Jessie knows that, and she's good at sliding out of the way.
Side out.
A lot of people may think, gosh, why is the guy taking so many balls? Why are they taking the balls? Let the girls play. But ask any girl out here, they want the guy taking that high forehand. That's where they're going to be in the best position to win.
Side out, point.
Annalie Waters
11.
concedes her side of the court when it comes to playing with Ben Johns. And right now a healthy 11-5 lead for Carolina, fighting to stay alive in the match. That's such a good shot from Mari Humberg, and nobody can seem to figure it out.
No, she really just holds it. I talked to her earlier, and she's got 3 different grips that she can switch to, depending on the height of the ball.
point is she switching those grips? Like, how difficult is that to do live?
You know, when you're holding it with two hands, kind of that left hand may come into play where you're able to, it's just based off feel. It's really just based off feel, and you do it enough times, you just feel it.
That's deep from Mari Humbert.
I do like the lob. The lob is really good. I don't think it's used enough in pickleball. I think if you can pick the right spot, it kind of breaks up the rhythm of your opponents. There's that flick from Ben Johns. Best in the world, but Zane had a little scorpion there. Great coverage.
8-12. Side out.
Big rip from Mari Humbert, goes into the net. Carolina with a 13-8 lead at the end. Round and regulation wins. Give you 3 points to do that. Can only get 2 points in a Dream Breaker win. So, massive implications here. Carolina has not had the tournament they wanted. Only one regulation win to this point, but a great shot there by Ben Johns.
14-9.
Getting a 0 on the scoreboard is definitely not what you want. Go to the year standings.
Oh. What a play. Thought that ball was maybe long by Mari. And New Jersey with some life on their side.
10-14.
And Johns on the cleanup committee. 15-10 now, Carolina.
Ben Johns does such a good job at kind of staying at the kitchen line. Not afraid, he doesn't want to get pushed back. He's really good at kind of leaning in and really taking offense of the ball.
Oh my. Mari's backhand trumped Ben Johns' backhand. Unbelievable play down the line.
Unbelievable reach by Ben, coming all the way to the middle, still able to get that backhand reaction, but Mari was just too fast.
That one had to feel good for Mari Humbert.
Side out, point.
A lot closer than I thought that ball was going to be.
I think the biggest difference between the top players in the world and maybe a little lower is just your reaction time. Really being ready for that next ball.
Oh my, and an unexpected Ernie from Zane Navratil. No, it was a Burt. Hopped the corner of his, oh no, they switched sides. Sorry, I thought he came over from the right. That is, in fact, an Ernie.
The hand speed by Ben. He's always leaning in the kitchen. He's always ready for that ball.
So that was a key switch at the end change there to put Zane Navratil back on the left. Mari Humbert flipping to the right. And per the rules of MLP, you can switch sides. You just have to do it at a break, or you can stack still for the traditional rules that you're used to.
Side out, point.
Yeah, before
17.
Ben and Zane were kind of facing each other. Now they're across from each other. I think
17-14.
that allows Zane to kind of go at Jessie and kind of pick on her a little bit more.
Point.
I think the game plan for me, if I was on the fives, I'd be picking on Jessie a little bit, make her move, get Ben kind of out of his rhythm.
Point.
Speed up in the transition area for Jessie Irvin.
19-14. Side out, point, 15.
Nice serve for Ben Johns.
15-19.
deep for Jesse
Point.
Irvin. New Jersey within 3.
Zane Navratil doing an amazing job moving the ball around. He's really kind of trying to keep Ben out of play, trying to not let him get any rhythm.
That's nice from Jesse Irvin, inside out, feathery touch down the line.
It's a great hold by Jesse. She waited till the last second. Zane is moving around a lot, trying to cover that middle and produce a little bit of offense, but Jesse read it very well.
Another great play by Jesse Irvin. She needed a good comeback in this tournament.
Timeout 5.
Wasn't happy with her results a couple of
16.
days ago, and
16.
competing for the most points to make it to the year-end playoffs in November.
Point.
Ben John's really ramping up his serve and his drives here with the high altitude.
22-16.
Really making a difference.
Point.
Big serve from Jesse too.
23-16. Side out. Point. 17.
Risk high reward serving.
Yeah, he's missed quite a few.
17-23. Left foot on the, or right foot on the scrape. Side out, 24.
Game point for Carolina.
24-17.
Just
Side out,
out for Ben
point,
Johns.
18.
Till in the 5, still alive. We've seen this score line several times in this match already.
18-24. Side out.
It's third for Mari Humberg, game point number 2 for Carolina.
24-18.
That's a great put away from Zane Navratil. Annalie Waters, she likes that one. Waiting her turn for mixed doubles. She'll be out next with Will Howells to take on Brooke Buckner and Colin Johns.
19-24.
Beauty of this team format is that you can't do it alone. Inside out sneak attack from Ben Johns. Game point number 3.
Ben doing an amazing job taking that middle, controlling the point, kind of pushing Mari to the right over and over,
24-19.
forcing Zane to cover. Just caught him off guard there.
Havertill has such a punishing ability to put away an overhead. And just like that, it's a 4-point game. The Zane signs are out, and the 5s are within reach. That is so good from Ben Johns. Makes it look easy.
His backhand flick is just so good. He holds it to the last second. I mean, Mari's guessing at that point.
All right, 21 points for New Jersey now. 4 game points saved.
21-24.
They have enough to tie it. They need 3. If Ben Johns keeps playing like that, but Jesse Irvin is looking to the bench right now to Dave Fleming, asking his opinion on perhaps where to target these serves and thirds. Wow, what a play. Jesse Irvin closes it out in 5 tries to do so. Carolina is on the board of Ben, and Brooke Buckner will need to bring their best to take out the best. Howell's making a statement in point number 1.
One, 0.
Another big play from Will Howells. He has settled into his role on the left with Annalie Waters.
2-0.
Pressured position to be in.
Side out.
Will Howells was the last selection for the New Jersey Fives. He was
1-2.
The 37th overall pick.
Point.
And Annalie had a big part of that decision. She wanted to play with Will, and she wanted to play with Mari. Those were her
2-2.
weapons of choice, so to speak, in this team format when the draft happened in April.
Side out.
Yeah, Annalie is just so rock solid. One of the best women in the world. Whenever you're matched up with her, you're pretty confident that she's going to have your back and be able to bring the energy.
Another Ernie for Will Howells. How many of those? The Ernie count, I think, is up to about 5
4-2
for Will. His confidence sky high after taking out Ben Johns and Colin Johns with St. Navratil.
3-4.
What a shot from Annalie Waters. Burns Colin Johns right down the line. Rubs his shoulder into feet.
She did such a good job of just holding that. She's one of the best backhand speed ups in the game.
That cord break there for Annalie Waters, and a 3-point lead with it. Colin Johns, he is notoriously known for not liking the let cords coming his way. Was there for the finish. Couldn't will it over the net. Will Howells takes it instead.
Three. Side out. Point 4. Four, 7. Point.
Big drive from Colin, forcing the miss from Will Howells.
5-7. Side out, point 8.
As we've been saying before, high altitude here in Utah plays a big factor with how fast the ball is flying through the air here.
Zigging and zagging. Annalie Waters crashes to the left. Will Howells to the right. And the fans are on their feet in Utah.
Annalie just going all in there. Will Howells with an amazing coverage on the right.
That's game 2. Waters on a tear right now. She wants a regulation win.
10-5.
Great drive there by Will Howells. Really kind of using the advantage of having that high altitude ball traveling fast and super
11,
hot off the
5.
paddle, using that to his advantage.
That is an unbelievable dink from Annalie Waters.
You know, Annalie is always speeding up, especially short points here in Utah.
12-5.
Sometimes when she slows it down, kind of catches your opponent off guard.
Side Waters.
Point. Timeout. Change
Annalie
game.
wills her
13-5.
team to a I mean, Annalie, even from a vulnerable position, she turns defense into offense in a flash second.
We keep seeing that play over and over, her crossing over, using her
14-5.
strength. Her backhand is one of the most powerful shots in her arsenal.
Annalie Waters jumps into play again. It's demoralizing if you're Carolina right now.
She's just speeding up the ball from any height.
15-5.
Even her shoelaces, she's making it.
Howells accepts the pop-up chance from Colin Johns. 16-5. This is a runaway.
16-5.
It was there.
Point. It's out. Thank you. Sorry. Side out. Point. 6. 6-16. Side out. Point. 17. 17-6. Side out, point 7.
Got to be careful when you're speeding up here with the high altitude. Sometimes the ball just keeps carrying.
7-17.
Got to really be smart when you're pulling that trigger.
Side out, point 18. 18-7. Point.
This is him. Tough break for Brooke Buckner.
Just relentless from the fives. Really just using the power on the ground stroke to set up that next shot.
Side out, point 8.
I've seen a lot of third shot drops here. A lot of drives here in Utah with the high altitude.
8-19.
Well played again by Will Howells, New Jersey, 5 points away from taking the match in regulation. 3 valuable points they would collect in the standings. We look ahead to November's playoffs.
Side out, point 9. 9-20. Side out, point 21. 21-9. Side out.
Some sass behind it. Colin Johns, he's fed up with the Annalie Waters show.
That was definitely a little bit of a statement.
10-21.
Got Annalie on the way out.
Nice little tag. I think
11-21.
Johns is just thinking, I mean, why not?
Side out.
Just amping up those ground strokes.
22.
Well, not much to lose at this point with this scoreline.
22-11.
22-11. Another Ernie for Will Howells. Up to 6 now.
23-11.
Big rip for a match point Will Howells, unbelievable in this mixed doubles game with Annalie Waters.
24-11. Side out.
Into the net.
Point,
A
12.
lot of room to feel some cozy feelings at this
12,
point for
24.
New Jersey.
Side out.
Game point and match point number 2 for Annalie Waters and Will Howells. Oh no.
Point, game, match.
And isn't that poetic? Off the tape on Colin Johns, doesn't matter. The New Jersey Fives take the fourth, 25-12. Salt Lake City is showing off for us today with these sunset views from the Vulcan MLP Salt Lake City event presented by Margaritaville. Michelle McMahon and Yates Johnson in the booth here with you. And speaking of showing off, Annalie Waters and Zane Navratil did just that on center court. AL, this is as chippy as I've seen you in any match. What's with the extra sass today, Missy?
I don't know. I think it all started after we lost to the Flash, honestly. I feel like Will and I lost that mixed match just because there was no energy whatsoever. So I was like, I'm going to do the total opposite, just bring as much energy as I can. I think Zane was a part of that. I think in Columbus I had way more energy than I have the last couple days. I've just kind of been faking it, honestly. Like, I'm not that energized, but I know it's good for the team. It's good for me personally. Every point matters in MLP, so you got to think that way. But yeah, Zane's always like, Columbus energy, so I'm trying to bring it. But yeah, I think Zane and I do a really good job of just firing up each other on the sidelines. I always look to Zane on the sidelines. I think he does the same to me. So just super fiery team, honestly.
Speaking of energy, Zane, you and Will kind of finding your rhythm this season, taking out the best player in the world. How'd you guys do it?
What's up, Yates? How's it going, dude?
What's up?
Well, we were just playing with a lot of energy, like AL said, and I think I'm kind of a bad influence on her. But you know, we had nothing to lose in that one, and we play our best when we're just full sending it, as the kids say. And yeah, we had some fun.
Oh yeah, we could read your lips there in the huddles. We didn't share what you said, but there were some colorful words in the mix, Zane Navratil. But Annalie, it's so tough to get 3 regulation standing points. And when you look ahead, obviously November is a ways away, but you guys are jockeying for position in the standings. What does this kind of win mean for you guys?
Yeah, we try not to think about the playoffs, but we also try to think about the playoffs at the same time. It's kind of like take each match one by one, but at the same time, every point counts, every game counts, every match counts. And I think we've done a really good job as a team of never giving up. Our team is always going to fight. I think Zane and Mari did a great job of that against Ben and Jesse. Even though they didn't end up winning that match, they kept it tight. They fought till the end, and that's the most important thing.
Lastly, Zane Navratil, Mari tells me your Google Calendar is absolutely spotless. That's the accountant in you. What's on the docket for the New Jersey Fives on Sunday, Google Cal-wise?
On Sunday, well, tonight we're going to go get some ice cream. Tomorrow I'm sleeping in, which means like 6:30 a.m. for me, and going home to see my wife and my dog. So excited for that.
Zane is the best captain. He keeps everybody in line. He's got everybody arriving at a certain time, especially Will because he needs it. But no, Zane's awesome.
It's like herding cats with these teenagers, right? Guys, congratulations on a big win over Ben Johns and the Carolina Pickleball Club. That is a wrap for us here on FS2. It's been a thrill to showcase the fastest growing sport in America with you. Let's take a look now at the